Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome back. All right, I know a lot of you are going to be packing up and heading to the beach over the next couple of days, maybe even this weekend when it's supposed to be really hot. I know it's cloudy today, but that sun is going to make its way out here in the next few hours, and so it's so important to make sure that you and your family, the kids, are all protected from the sun because it can have some nasty effects. I've got Dr. Palm with me this morning with some great tips to make sure we all survive the 4th of July burn-free.
Yes.
We don't want to have to break out the aloe, so let's just avoid that step altogether and prevent the sunburn.
That is great. We just don't even want it to happen. We don't want to talk about tips after you've gotten the sunburn. So we were talking before the break about some great supplements that are out there. So if you go to your local drugstore, there's something called HelioCare. It's an extract from a fern. It's in addition to your sunscreen, but I pop them before I'm going on a bike ride or going out for the day and know I'm going to get sunlight. Gives you an additional SPF of about 4 to 8, and it actually protects against UVA. We were talking about melanoma beforehand.
Yeah.
1 in 50 of us is going to get it during our lifetime, which is unbelievable, and many of us have been touched by it in our families. And so if we can do something that may help decrease the chance of that, that is great.
That is interesting that a pill can do that. I never knew. Okay.
So antioxidants are powerful, and that's what this is based off of. And then I brought a bunch of sunscreens, and sunscreens can be really elegant. The zinc ones don't have to be those white pasty things. Look for micronized zinc.
In the world of selfies, we don't want that anymore.
I know. So Elta MD has a great line of micronized zinc, tinted, untinted. There's spray forms that my male patients absolutely love. And then for patients that maybe have had precancer spots, if you're a weekend warrior and get a lot of sun damage, there's something called Actinica Aerofitona from Isden. It's a Spanish brand. It's like their Neutrogena. They've got like 80 different sunscreens, but there's one approved in Europe to actually reverse skin damage in precancerous spots. It's got DNA repair enzymes.
Really?
And so this is really a therapeutic sunscreen. So many of my patients that just have lots of sun exposure have had a skin cancer. It's a little higher price point, but something to certainly consider.
Interesting. And let's talk about applying the sunscreen because I have just learned something from you.
50% of us underapply the sunscreen that we need. So a typical 4-ounce bottle should only give you 4 applications of full body sunscreen. So think of a shot glass. I know that's a little funny with sunscreen, but you want to apply a full ounce for full body application. And if you're using about that amount, you're doing proper application. You want to do it actually before you get outside, because by the time you apply it, it's 15 or 20 minutes. You've gotten a lot of sun exposure, and then reapply. Water sports, it's going to be hot this week. You want to make sure you're and if you're outside, when I'm outside in the pool or doing water sports, I love some of these UPF clothing. They're really elegant now. They're actually fashion forward.
Can you pull them out? What do we have?
Yes. So Athleta makes some really nice UPF, just sort of rash guards. There's a local brand called Grace by Grit that's here out of Solana Beach, right next to my practice, that I absolutely love. There's lots of brands. Lululemon, Lucas Hugh is a British brand that makes really lovely cover-ups. When I've gone on vacations, biking 6 hours a day, I've worn these, and you do not get burned in addition to your sunscreen use. So really be safe. We want to prevent sunburns. One sunburn increases your chance of developing melanoma by 50%, so just avoid it.
Yeah, and unfortunately, we don't see the effects until it's too late.
Absolutely.
So make sure you do it now. We've been touched by melanoma in our family. It's scary.
It's really scary, and there's another sort of more rare skin cancer called Merkel cell carcinoma, which has actually increased 95% over about the past decade. And it's one that looks like a pink dot. Most of us as practicing dermatologists never see it during our lifetime. I had one my 2nd year out, and it's deadlier than melanoma, and it's related to sun exposure and a virus called polyoma virus. So really protect yourself. It's not just me sort of being a talking head. I want patients to be safe. I want San Diego to be safe. Enjoy the sun, but just protect your skin.
Yeah, when you can do something to prevent it most of the time, why not take the proper precautions?
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank
Really
you.
appreciate it. We hope you have a wonderful 4th of July.
I will. Thank you. You too.
Thank you. All right, Eric, we got some sunscreen. I'm going to bring that in for you.
Yeah.
Maybe a hat, some sunglasses. Safety first,
We
buddy.
need that based on your forecast. We're going to have a lot of sun here the rest of the week. Up the hat and the sunscreen. Got to do it here in San Diego. All right, thanks, ladies. The world